Make sure you tune in every Sunday night for what is called Sunday Night Live at 8 p.m. right here in Arizona. Tonight, you are watching the final episode of Freaky Friday. And tonight, we have a special guest. Welcome to another episode of No Cap Reacts. I'm your man, Bailey. AKA Mr. Go Get 'em. And we are back in the building with another episode of Freaky Motherfucking Friday. See, I'm loving this new lens because you can see her behind me, but you can't see her behind me. Gotta love bokeh. All right. So, tonight, I have this lovely Puerto Rican. She is in the building. She brought treats. We've been sitting here having some conversation. There are definitely some things that we are going to discuss tonight. And without further ado,
here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
introduce yourself.
Hola, mi gente. Your favorite Boricua here. Welcome, welcome. We're about to have a good time. I'm excited. Are you?
I'm always excited.
Great conversation we've been having. The pre-convo, just to fill out the vibes and everything.
I know people don't understand that on this show, I have no idea who you are until you get here.
It's like you only see the social media aspect, but then when it comes to like personal connection, it's a completely different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, if you watch my clips, a lot of people be like, that nigga's an asshole. That motherfucker's a terrorist. He's a savage. And then you get here and
It's like, oh, you're a giant teddy bear.
there you go.
Hey, but you can't mess around with them teddy bears. You've seen them giant ones that just.
Well, you know what they say about a bear. Great to cuddle, but it'll leave you in the puddle.
No comment. I've had my shares of grizzly bears here and there.
All right. Where can they find you at?
You can find me at ohmy_boricua, OHMY_BORICUA, where you get the finest, the adventures of Oh My.
Okay. Where did the name Oh My come from?
So, my full name is actually Omiline, but I go by Omi, which is spelled O-M-Y. So I get a lot of people, like especially in high school, all the chocolate friends that I have would be like, oh my. And it's like, no, it's Omi. And they're like, but oh my. And I'm like, no, it's Omi. So I just kind of stick to it. And then, with doing food, every time somebody talks, they'd be like, bite. And they're like, oh my, it's so fucking delicious. So that's how I kind of stuck to the name.
All right. Where are you from?
Originally from Boston, Dorchester area, for those who want to be specific. Yes, Boston.
She from Boston?
From Boston.
Oh, shit.
Moved out here in Arizona in 1996. So I've been here my whole life practically. So I'm East Coast born, but West Coast raised.
Wow. All you Puerto Ricans coming from the East Coast.
Yeah, my mom's from Mocha, and then my dad's from Coamo, so west side and south side of the island.
Okay.
That's where I get all my cooking from, and my grandmother too.
We're gonna get to the cooking. Stop bringing up the
I
cooking.
know. I can
'Cause
smell the food from
I
here.
know
That's
I gotta taste some of this here real soon. All right. Puerto Rican,
Yes.
Puerto Rican parents. Both of them. What's it like growing up in a Puerto Rican household?
Ooh, okay. I grew up Pentecostal Christian. Wasn't really fun at first. Of course, you had to be all proper and women's are at the house and whatever. But it was always about the kitchen. I'm just saying, I'm normally always in the kitchen. Right. I could just I could just think about it. Like everybody can be playing pretend Barbies and shit like that, but nah, you would just see me like, where's Omi at? Oh, she's with her abuela. She's over there cooking it up and stuff. So that's what I'd be doing most of the time. Growing up, you had to be certain way. You had to be raised a certain way. Dressing, talking, religion wise. So it was just like, they had a cookie cutter conditioning way of you to be in life when technically that's not how I am now. I still believe in the values,
Okay, because
but I'm altered.
yeah, we definitely. So,
Just say
you grew up traditional Puerto Rican,
I did.
and now that you're grown, you get to make your own decisions. You basically do the total opposite.
Well, the thing is, you take what they teach you, and then when you're out in the real world, that's when you start, okay, this is who I was. Now let me be who I am.
Okay,
If that makes sense.
it makes sense. All right, so you grew up in a house full of cooking.
Yes.
All right, now fast forward, you moved to Arizona. How old were you?
I was about 5, almost 6 years old. We came in May of
Okay.
96. And it
All
was
right.
me, my sister, my mom, and my dad at the time.
All right, what was it like growing up in Arizona?
Um, Honestly, for the first 6 months, it was cool until like my dad left. So then it was just me, my mom, and my sister, the trio. We held it down though. My mom was a hustler, raising me and my sister, single at one point, and then she got remarried and had my stepdad who's Dominican, and he's my father. I ain't gonna lie. That man may not be my sperm donor, but he's the one who actually raised us, even though he was like those hardcore Dominicans from New York. Oh, I'm from the Bronx. So I grew up in Brooklyn. And but he taught us the value of how to be protective for ourselves, especially like anybody can use you nowadays. But if it wasn't for him to teach us values of how to stand up for ourselves and be a fighter, that's how it was growing up. And just a lot of traveling. Did a lot of traveling for
Where'd you
sure.
travel to?
Man, California, Florida. I mean, of course, we have family in Rochester, definitely Puerto Rico. We had to always go over there. Mexico, Las Vegas, of course. So we try to branch out a lot of different places. I still want to travel more though. It kind of sucks that it's getting expensive nowadays. So, but a girl can dream and manifest, and we'll get there.
Yeah, I think you could get there.
Oh,
It's easy.
manifesting.
All right. So, growing up, Arizona, lots of travel. All right. Fast forward, what was it like in your young adulthood?
I was the
How
black
did
sheep.
you end up to where you're at today?
So I was a black sheep of the family, of course. But I was low key though. Like nobody knew that I would be a smoke. Like I smoke weed. Okay, that's my medicine right there. Nobody knew that I smoked weed. I looked like the most innocent person. Like, she's a sweetheart. Like, oh, she's helping people. Like, gold person. And then like when they see me outside, they're like, oh, she rolling that blunt. What? Like she's smoking. She doing rings. Like, who is this chick?
All right. So, black sheep of the family. Now, you turn to Mary Jane.
I did. For medicinal purpose, though, I was in a major car accident in 2018. Had a right shattered knee, and so of course, as a nurse, it's contradictory already for us to be on prescription medication, especially narcotics, because that's the one thing that we lose our licenses for is because of narcotics. We sneak that shit, like we pretend we gave it to the patient, hide it, like so many problems in the medical field when it came to that. So I didn't want to be a statistic. So I converted to weed. The flower has been amazing to me. That's actually how it kind of helped me understand who I am as a person, controlling my pain as well. But it opened my eyes more because that's how when I figured out like who was I as a person as growing up from, moving out here in Arizona from the East Coast and trying to find my place in society of what they wanted me to be. But then, it got to the point where it was like, nah, I need to figure out my own way. Like our journey is not supposed to be like everybody else. We're conditioned to follow a lifestyle. And then you wonder why people aren't happy with themselves. They hide in secrecy. They sneak around or they just try so hard to fit in. And that's not what I wanted to be. But once I did marijuana, I opened myself up more, loved myself more, especially. I became an artist within myself. If that makes sense.
Okay. So now you move and shake within the marijuana field, correct?
Yes. So I actually worked in a cannabis event planning company. And that's how I kind of started off. I was like, F it, I'm just going to try it out. Let's see what's up. It got to me to understanding like this is the crowd that I was supposed to be in. You have so many people there together. There's no fighting, no drama. You don't hear anything
Everybody's
about
too high.
Yeah, but let me tell you, when people are high, they're in deep conversation and like we get to understand one another in a different element, in a different aspect compared to when you are drinking. Because like half the time when you're drinking, you don't know what the fuck you're
Liquid
saying.
courage.
Yeah, you be saying shit that you're like, bro, you should have kept that, closed doors like between you
No,
and
people
them.
tell the truth when they get drunk. I like that. It's hilarious.
But not in public like that where it has that whole drama though.
I mean,
you have
yeah,
a
when
novela out
when
there.
people are actually having like a full blown fucking breakdowns and fighting, that's always gonna be the total opposite of what we're looking for. But
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, sometimes watching the dramas is a little like
I like watching the females. I ain't gonna lie. Watching
it's always the
fight.
females.
It's
Every
always.
fight.
Hold on.
Okay, as a past club owner and prior to that, bouncer at a club, I can tell you that every single solitary fight that has ever happened in a club was due to a female.
Yep.
Men fighting over women or because of women.
That's a fact.
So it's ridiculous, which is why I can tell you why a lot of men don't want their women going to the club because usually some bullshit's gonna get started. So
True.
all right, and then on top of that, you do food or you have a company. You cook.
So I have Oh My Boricua Cocina, Oh My Boricua Kitchen. If those who don't know how to speak Spanish. But yeah, I actually started this off at an event called hosted by Canatainment. They did a mansion party about 2, maybe 3 years ago. So they invited me, and as a gift, I was like, I'm gonna feed the vendors and the people that are there for inviting me, saying thank you. So I'm over here cooking some stuff up, and next thing you know, the owner of the mansion was like, I didn't approve this, and so I had to stop what I was doing. But whatever I had left over, I just I gave it to everybody. I was like, here, try it out, and that's how when it blossomed. When you hear the people hearing the crunch, the smell, and all you hear is, oh my, this is fucking delicious.
Sounds like sex to me.
Oh, I give food gasm.
Okay. So, what do we have here?
So we have what we call pastelillos, aka empanadas.
Empanadas, my
What you
favorite.
have in front of you is the OG, which is ground beef seasoned with adobos and other flavors that you would get from the island, and potatoes.
Okay.
Comes with a sauce called the Oh My sauce. I actually make it myself. It is technically called my ketchup for those who need to know. But yeah, it's ketchup mayo based, and technically it's way better than Cane's, way better than Aso sauce. It just goes on everything. Let's just put it that way.
Okay, so if I put this on one of these
Put it in your
empanadas,
mouth. Just put it in your mouth.
ladies and gentlemen, if the camera goes off, I'm
You
already
already
fucking
know.
up. That mouse is already turning shit on ain't supposed to be on. Okay. Sauce everywhere. I'm about to throw some sauce on this shit.
Tell you, that sauce is fire. Like fire. I actually had one girl who was just like, I'll eat the sauce as it. How gorgeous that is.
I figured I'd let y'all hear that.
As AS or however.
It's ASMR.
All these acronyms I can never keep up.
Oh, I can keep up. That shit's good. No, I don't really eat red meat. So I'm breaking.
I popped his cherry.
You
His red meat cherry. Just for now.
for the moment.
just for the bite.
All right, so where do you get this recipe from?
Technically from memory. I am not gonna lie, I don't measure. Good luck. All you're gonna see me is just throw some of this, throw some of that, and there you go. But it's just based on memory, profile, on flavor. Like I'm not a professional chef that has like the what do you call it? The taste buds where you can taste every little thing in there. But like it's just more about remembering and wafting and just what I love about food is that it takes you back and brings you those memories. So every time that I like try out my food as I'm seasoning, I'm trying to like go back to that memory where, my grandmother would be seasoning the shit out of it until our ancestors tell us, to stop. So I try to make sure that I bring back that. And then when you have people who haven't been in Puerto Rico for a long time and they're just visiting, they happen to compound my food and they're like, is it really good? Like, we have restaurants here. Like, is it really good? And honestly, it is because when I try the other Puerto Rican restaurants, don't get me wrong, like they're pretty good, but
No, they're
you see
not.
them more greasy.
Most of them out
though.
here are trash.
Yeah, it's just greasy to me. And like it's just lacking in that punch of flavor. So like I just keep going and like my husband's a taste tester. So and when I'm done making the meat and mixture, I'll be like, all right, try this out. And he has to say it's bomb as fuck. Because if he does not say those words, then I know it ain't good. There's something missing. I need to add this. I need to add
Puerto
that.
Rican, black, white, Mexican.
He's actually black and Irish.
Black and Irish.
Black and Irish.
That's
originally
hilarious.
from Phoenix, though, South Side.
That's
So,
hilarious.
yep.
So my last name is Bailey.
Bailey.
Because our slave owners were Irish.
His is Whirly. So I guess you guys might have a similar.
So technically, I'm black and Irish. That's hilarious.
I swear. Okay, so when I met his aunt, I literally thought she was Mexican. She was so light skinned. So she got that Irish, but you can tell that she has black features. But when I saw her, I was like, she looks Mexican. So I'm over here talking straight up like Puerto Rican Spanish, like, hola, ¿cómo está? Yo soy Omi, blah, blah, blah. And next thing you know, she looks at me and is like, oh, girl, I don't speak Spanish. And I was like, what?
Oh, shit.
But her husband, though. Low-key, her husband's the one who's that cholo, Mexican Spanish. Like, the dude has, has the...
He got the face
hairnet.
He got the tattoo on the side of his head.
Just everything.
He got the neck
glasses,
tattoo.
Like,
Yeah.
and let me tell you, and they have like blonde-haired babies. So it's just like, let me tell you, this Irish gene of theirs, just like it gets to them. Yeah.
So I have redhead babies.
What?
All of my kids are redheads.
Redheads. Okay.
Like red, like actual
like
red.
ginger.
But fuck a ginger. They gave ginger a whole new terminology for the kids that come from me.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, that is red.
Yeah.
That is red. Yeah, he ain't lying. That is red. Nah, my youngest daughter probably has like a reddish brown tint, and then everyone else has like that golden or that dark. Wow. Yeah, he ain't kidding. That's two of your babies. Oh my goodness.
There's one. There's one more.
One. Wow, we gotta have that
And
tripleta.
he tried to dye his.
Oh, it's so cute though.
Yeah.
That kid could be a model.
So
Just the way he looks. Angles.
yeah. But yeah. It definitely runs deep. Deep.
I can't wait. I wouldn't be surprised if like my grandbabies end up having red hair or blonde. I know my family they have blonde. Like my mom was born with blonde hair, and then you see the picture like she had pigtails, right? And then like all you see the roots are like black, and then the rest is like blonde. Yeah, it was kind of crazy back in the day how hair.
Okay. So marijuana,
Yes.
food, medical. What else you do?
I'm a mom. That's a full time 367. I don't care. There's no 367. 367, 8 days out of the week. Like, it's never ending. I am a mommy of 4. The oldest is 8. I'm sorry. The oldest is 9. Second one's 8. Third one is 5.
Y'all were busy.
Oh, just wait. And the fourth one is 4. So, like, 2 boys, 2 girls. He wasn't playing. Like, I always say his pullout game was weak, and he was like, "How'd you know that it was weak? How'd you not know that I was trying to get you?"
Okay, you're
pregnant?"
Puerto Rican, so I'm just gonna be honest.
Yes.
Y'all don't like motherfuckers to pull out.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, you.
Honestly, I did want to have his babies when I first met him. That's it. I was like, I didn't care, but he didn't want to have kids unless we were married. So we got married first.
Smart man.
He is smart. He was raised by great parents. Like well, technically, mom raised by mom. But then dad, his stepdad came along and raised him as well. So yeah, good people. Good.
Yeah, but he was shooting the club up long before that, guaranteed.
Probably. I mean,
Probably my ass.
he's honestly like the most. He's not out there. Like every time I explain to people like who my husband is, like they think some like white boy or some Mexican. But when they see him, they're like, I did not expect for him to be black. And I'm like, yes, and he has dreads too. So, he's a different kind of person. Very quiet, very nice, super sweet, family man for sure. Sometimes he's not that romantic. I'm gonna put it out there, but he tries. He tries. Cooking wise, he needs to step away from the kitchen because everything he cooks is black. Also, my son says that too. So
Everything like he burns the shit.
he can't.
Don't throw him under the bus. Don't throw him under the bus. Don't throw him under the bus.
The one thing that
I was just playing. I'm just playing.
No, it just kills me because my son.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I love you, baby. Don't worry. I do this out of the bottom of my heart.
Don't do it.
Nah, but he knows I'm the one who has to cook. I'm the one who has to cook.
Okay. We'll keep it at that.
I like my pans clean.
Shots fired. All right.
Respectfully.
So, through our conversation, another aspect of your life came out pertaining to you and the hubba-dub-bub. You live a life that starts with a P.
Yes.
Which is?
Honestly, this probably is going to be the first day we tell people about this, but I am married, but I'm also polyamorous. I've been polyamorous for about, I would say a good 2 years, just trying to understand the lifestyle, understand that aspect of it too. It's not like how people see it on TV where it's like, oh, you get to fucking be with relationship. It's not really about that. The way that I see is that I conversate a lot. I build a relationship based on that. I haven't jumped into the sexual aspect yet because, I still respect my husband and I still respect our guidelines and boundaries. But when it comes to conversation wise, like I like to go out, I like to have fun. There'd be people who would take me out and we would have fantastic conversations and just, we enjoy our time, we're vibing. If they're 420, that is like fucking plus. I'm sorry. Like, don't get me wrong, I respect those who don't, but if you're 420, like I love to roll a blunt and smoke and conversate and then go fucking have the munchies, go eat, have a good time, But when doing polyamorous as a lifestyle, I actually do it because I gain experience by it, which helps betters my marriage. Like I said, my husband's not romantic, but I can find somebody that I can conversate who's like, I'll open the door for you. Here's a flower for you. Like, oh, don't worry. You don't have to pay for the check. I got it. Like, that was something that I really like. My husband's not really an outgoing person like that, too. So there's a balance for it. And plus, the most important part that a lot of people don't understand, but it's something that you really need to know is that you really expect out of you as a person with your significant other that you would want all your needs, all your wants, all your fantasies, your kinks, your everything that you want in a person with one. I mean, think about it. You get people who aren't into the things that you're not. You're not going to have a perfect balance of like, oh, he likes what I like. Like, no, there's going to be some things that he don't like and there's some things that I like. So with that being said, is just that I'm not going to put so much pressure on that one person of all the things that I want. So that's why I branch out to being polyamorous, which helps me because I'm a very lovable person and there's so much love to give in the world. And so that's how I kind of seek my lifestyle at the moment.
So, in this life decision, was it something you two made together?
At first, like I did, okay, so getting real here.
Whose idea was it?
It was mostly mine.
Okay.
Well, okay, so technically back in the day, I felt like he wanted to, but then okay, so his mom
So
is
men are naturally polygamous.
I would say,
Naturally.
yeah, naturally.
Women are naturally monogamous. Now, usually, which is as you have openly explained, and I've said this plenty of times on plenty of different shows and podcasts. As a matter of fact, I literally just did a show on the explosion of polygamy, polygyny, and well, just the poly lifestyle as a whole. Because it is happening more so than it ever has in our
It's a whole
recent
community.
history, but at the same time, it is something that this is how the world was actually populated in the first place.
Technically, yes. I mean,
Adam had Ruth, then he had Eve.
oh, I didn't
I'm
know
sorry,
about
not Ruth, Lilith. He had Lilith first, but Lilith wanted to be equal to Adam, so God put Adam's ass to sleep and gave him Eve.
I did not know about that.
Most people don't read the Bible like that. Yeah. So it was your idea.
It was.
Elaborate.
So before I ended up like opening up to be polyamorous, I wasn't as faithful as I was. I did cheat on my husband. He still chose to stay with me after that. I felt like when you're secret, lying, deceiving, and saying you're doing things, but you're not, like, making up excuses and being very detailed on your excuses, I felt bad. And then of course I got caught. I mean, we all gonna get caught one way or another. And so that kind of opened my eyes, like, why did I even do that in the first place? Right? Like why?
Okay. Because people have needs and we are human beings, and sometimes there are things that you're missing in a relationship.
It was the excitement and the fact that I didn't have to do anything. Like,
Well,
oh,
as a
you
woman,
got
here's the
this?
thing: as a woman, it's easy for you to do things because men are constantly coming at you, and as a female, attractive Latina female, you're a conquest.
Yes, I'm a mission that everyone wants so bad. I'm like this. You could look, but you can't touch. Like that's the one thing that I will say for sure. But yeah, it was a lot of open eyes. And the thing was, I used to work at a prison, so as a nurse. So that's how I met the person.
Oh
And
yeah, that's the worst. Like,
yeah.
I always say if she's a prison nurse.
I mean, I wasn't like, okay.
I've made it very clear. My black ass has been in the clear. I've done years, and yeah, I can tell you firsthand. One of the easiest ones to get is the nurses. Why? Because one, they usually wearing the tightest scrubs. They got the fattest asses, and you get years to shoot game. And the thing about it is, I was on no meds. I took nothing. But the Sally did, and every time she came around, I made sure to shoot my shot the whole time. And the whole part of it was, if I make you smile, it's over. If I make you smile, it's over. And then before you know it, it breaks them down. And then when she's supposed to come to the cell, well, we already had it turned out. I needed some Tylenol. And with my Tylenol came a side of pussy.
Wow. Well, sadly, I
Yeah,
wasn't
I did my,
that type
I did
of
mine
nurse.
behind the walls.
So I used to work at Red Rock Correctional.
I don't even know where that. I ain't did nothing in Arizona.
Yeah, it's in Eloy, Arizona. I was there in 2017. There was a riot there. I was there. But no, I wasn't like those skeezy nurses. Let me tell you, it was my first nursing job. So I was like, I'm going to make sure I'm doing everything right, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And so I did. And then I started losing weight because I was walking up and down the yard, up and down, up and down. And so, of course, even when I was losing the weight and whatever, like all the inmates wanted it, they would be jumping yards when
Hey
they
girl,
weren't
you
supposed
looking
to.
good today.
Yes, I mean,
Whatever
like,
you doing, keep on doing it. It's
I was-
showing.
I was like, stop, no.
Yeah,
we're
ego
not doing
boosting
this.
the fuck out of you. We know what the fuck we be doing.
Oh, but let me tell you, because of it though, I felt like hot shit because I would have 3 officers, not 1, 3. You had one pushing the cart, one watching me, and the other one who walks up and down the yard.
Oh, that
and
must have
making
been
sure
a
that
level
everything-
5 camp.
No, it was medium.
A level 3? They're not doing that for no level 3 camp. And no
I
level
have
3
no
camp?
idea.
No, that's gotta be.
It was
see,
a 2-yard. There was 6 units.
Oh, they must have had a bunch of chomos on that motherfucker because.
Well, let me tell you, they wouldn't last. Like, let me tell you, I think that's called what, 86? Like, got an 86 them or something like that when we go through their files and see what's up. Like, I actually had my brother-in-law see me in jail, which was hilarious.
That's crazy.
I didn't know he was there, mind you. He had a different last name, and you know how they have this paper where you have to write down people that you know who's in jail. So I put his name down there, but I didn't know his last name. And so then I happened to be working at the cart one time, and he saw me, and he jumped from 1 yard to the other. And so then they pulled me in the office so fucking quick. They're like, so we have this person coming over here on this yard. Do you know this person? Like, oh, were you doing drugs? You know, like literally trying to crack me down. But yeah, no. After that, they shipped him off. I still kept my job. But like, I was that hot nurse where it's like, they're going to come get their meds right then and there. The officers are going to watch their mouths, not me. They're going to push my cart, not me. So I was hot shit. So of course, yeah, I felt too good where I ended up cheating on my husband because I felt like hot shit. But it wasn't no inmate, mind you. It was actually an
The inmate just helped.
No, not at all.
Boost
They
the
tried.
ego.
They
the ego.
tried.
No. See, the inmates build up the ego, and then when you leave work, you got that one motherfucker that's like says the right thing at the right time at the right time when it comes to all the ego boosting you've had for 12-hour shifts,
Yes, 12.
3
fucking
to
long
4
hours.
days a week.
Yep. You know, I felt like I lived there at the prison. That's how
You
much
did.
work I was.
You
yeah.
did.
And you know, sometimes I would just pick up shifts because I'm like, oh, I know he was working there, so I'm just gonna go because he's there, and I'm just gonna walk around the yard so he can see me. Like it'd be like that. And he had a girlfriend, mind you, who would watch me on
Of
camera.
course, always. Trust me, I've been there. I've seen it. Look, oh man,
I'm not proud
I was
of the
in
decisions
county-
that I made, but
I
I
was
just
in
think
county
it was funny
jail.
as fuck.
And we had a motherfucker. She looked just like J-Lo, but not like J-Lo today, but J-Lo in her prime.
Mhm.
Whoo, They better be glad we was in county because our show was about to beat her buns in. She got away just in time. Let's just put it like that. She got away just in time. So county's a little different than the clink clink. You can't get away with things in county like that for real. So, all right. So your idea, you've cheated.
And that's what kind of, yeah. So
Has
after I
he?
cheated, that's when, like, I stopped my trying to date other people or like see other people, whatever, because I felt it was wrong. So I was like, let me go back to my marriage, like focus on that. But as you get older between your marriage, like there's certain things that you grow into and you grow out of. Like we like things, but now we don't. There's certain stuff that he likes to talk about, I don't. Certain things he likes to do, I don't, or I do. Like it's vice versa. So there was one time where liquid courage.
Uh-oh.
Liquid courage. And he was too, but I was more like in control of the situation where I was like, look, I just want to let you know that I feel like that I'm becoming polyamorous. And so at first it was a bit hard for him to accept it because, I wasn't doing it like in a way where it's like cordial. It was more like, oh, I'm going out. I don't tell him where I'm at. It was kind of like that. And I was like, okay, this is not, it wasn't cheating. He knew that I was out, but I never said like where or anything like that. But now that we got older, we do checks. So if I'm going out, I say, yeah, I'm going out with a friend. We'll go out, have a good time, and then within like maybe 2-3 hours, I'll message him, or he'll call me, or message me, good? Are you good? And I'll be like, yeah, we're good. We're just chilling, blah blah blah, and then that's it. And hang up, and I continue my thing. He continues his own thing. So he likes to be at home. He's more of the family man. He'll stay at home with the kids and watch, watch them, or he'll play his video games. He loves playing video games. But yeah, he's just a homebody, and me, I'm like a wildflower. Like I just
So
gotta be
here's the
out.
question: does he choose to date and do his thing as well, or no?
Yes. So crazy thing is that he has reached out to two of his like old high school friends that he's hung out with. I know one of them he had a huge crush on. Now the thing is, he wasn't doing it the right way. At least I was being more honest about like what was I doing, like where are we, that. But with him, I found out that he had somebody before he told me.
So
And I dropped hints.
here's the thing on the male side.
Please do tell me.
Let me
'cause I need to
speak
understand
for
that.
us as men.
Give me a lesson.
As a man, and you're in a certain lifestyle of certain sorts, it doesn't matter like who you're with or who you're seeing. And this is the thing. In a lot of cases, a lot of you as women will easily be like, yeah, go do your thing. This is what we're gonna do, la 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 la. And then the moment she finds out, she's gone. So as a man, 9 times out of 10, it's really usually what a woman does the opposite of what she says. So more times than not, they hide it because what you say and what you do hardly ever aligns. So yeah, you found out. I'm pretty sure now he knows that you're actually not gonna say shit or do shit or go crazy on him. So it's a lot easier for him to do what he does too. Like you said, where you said it was exciting.
Something.
Men love excitement. So
See, here's the thing. My husband won't leave me. I won't leave him. So we have this like golden rule that our home is our life, ourselves, just me and our family. Yeah, you can have the person come over, hang out, and whatever, but there's nothing that happens in that house. No hand holding, no kissing, no touching, nothing. Like when you're at home in our house, we're friends. But outside the house, outside the yard, when you pass that sidewalk, that's all whatever you want to fucking do. You want to have some car sex out there? Go ahead. I don't need to know that. That's, based on your guys' relationship. And then I have my relationship. I don't want to like have to hear like, oh, she fucks me better than you, or like, there's no competition. It's more about the connection that you get with the person and how you portray that. Um, but yeah, like he hasn't stepped up to that level yet. There was one time where there was one girl that kind of like a little bit overstepped in a way where it was like, girl, it is a weekday, school night, work night. It's 11 o'clock. You should be going home by now. Like, isn't it gonna get us to come home with me and like be in my bed? No more chit chatting outside. So there's some things that you have to kind of like let the not me and my husband, but let the people, the other partners, I'm going to call them partners because we don't do boyfriend, girlfriend titles. So the partners need to understand and respect that. Some of them forget that and try to, ease their way like, oh, let me stay for another half hour. Let me stay another. Oh, let's go smoke outside. Like, they try, but our golden rule is like our house, our pillar, our sanctuary. Other than that, you ain't having it. No.
She said outside in the car, it don't matter.
Anything after the sidewalk, because then we don't own that area.
So, would you ever have a threesome? Wait, one, are you into women?
I am bisexual. The only thing is I am a dominant when it comes to women. So I honestly just don't go eat them. I'm not gonna lie. I don't go down on them. I mean, I'll fuck with some titties. I've been told I'm a great kisser. I love making out. Like, I love kissing. So I'm really great at that. I love doing sensational touches and stuff like that. So like, I'm very seductive. I love body touch. I love like, using my fingertips to trigger certain areas in your body to, heighten yourself. But yeah, no, I won't go down on women. They can go down on me, like whatever, like go for it, have fun.
Eat the cookie.
Yeah, like eat the cookie is amazing, but I won't go down on you. I'm sorry, it's just my thing. But I'm strictly men. But yes, I'm pretty much bisexual to a certain extent.
Okay, but with your man, would you have a threesome?
Me and my man have discussed this. I don't think I would be ready for that yet. Only because, like I said, I don't want to be like in a cuckold situation where it's like I'm saying that this bitch is, fucking my man better than I can. But I know damn well I make my husband feel fantastic. But it's just like me witnessing it, I just don't feel comfortable in that aspect yet. Because like I said, I've been only in this polyamorous lifestyle for about like 2, almost 3 years. I'm still learning. Everything is more about learning yourself, learning about the lifestyle, learning about like what boundaries you can have and whatnot. So I don't think I would be able to do it with my husband yet, but
you'll be the third.
But I probably would
hold on.
participate. I ain't gonna lie, like I probably participate. I'm more like I'm curious more about the male, female, male aspect. Like, yeah. Still thinking about it, but I just haven't jumped onto it.
So have you ever joined another couple?
I have not, but I've been offered. I've been offered a few times.
What stopped you?
I'm sorry. Men are not attractive. So there's a certain type that I like. And even if my best friend's watching this, I know damn well she's going to be like, yeah, that's you, bitch. So I love chocolate. I love my black men. Just something about them. Like there's just, I don't know if it's more because of them being exotic or the way that they are. They're so affectionate, so admirable. Like,
so what is your type?
Black, tall, definitely. BC, of course. Just saying. Definitely have to be a gentleman. I like a little roughness here and there, I guess they would call him like a bull or something. I really get attracted to bulls. I do like dominant men for sure.
All women love dominant men.
Yeah, but some of them don't act dominant though.
No, see, here's the thing. Because there's a certain type of dominance, okay?
Yeah, that's why I was like, well then
when you get around a certain
man,
when there's a certain man where when he steps in the room, his masculinity shrouds the entire room. Okay? And then I have to speak personally because I could easily speak from there. There's been a lot of people in your seat on this couch that I've interviewed.
Yeah.
that probably thought I was one way, but then we got into the interview and it went another way, right? And then, like, post interview, I had to take baby wipes to the couch and then send them home and make them understand, like, I understand that I told you some real truths and I was real honest with you, because at the end of the day, I really don't give a fuck and I'm not trying to fuck you. And they did, because a lot of people don't tell the truth, and then a lot of men don't stand on their shit. And then I just know how I am I'm a gentleman. I'm nice, kind of sweet, but I'm a dick. I'm an asshole. I let it be known. Like,
What's your sign?
don't fuck with me, because I will.
That's the sign. Don't. Fuck
I'm
with
not
me.
gonna. I'm not gonna fuck with you. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna fucking kill you. I don't give a fuck. To a point. I'm a Libra.
Oh, that explains.
What does that explain?
Honestly, the way that you are.
Elaborate. I love these conversations of the signs.
Oh, I mean, I'm not a professional.
You don't need to be, but you said it, so now I'm gonna make you elaborate on it.
You can put me on the spot on this.
I put everybody on the spot.
I mean,
and if you get the chance, put me on the spot.
So I think I've encountered with a female leader, if I'm not mistaken, at the prison. Mind you, like, she was very, very touchy. And next thing you know, low key, she kind of did find out that I was sleeping around with the officer. But yeah, after that, she just could not stand me. It was just a whole different side, like a different face to herself. Like,
Well, once we don't like you, we don't like you.
yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like, you guys love us and you admire us, kind of like we're not in a
This is the thing.
pedestal.
So
but,
you
like,
will be my best friend in the world, but the moment that you cross me or fuck me over, you're like dead to me.
I mean, we're similar. I'm a Sagittarius, a December Saggy. So yes, we have similar traits when it comes to that.
Oh, Sagittarius
for
and
us,
Libras
we
are
can
actually
be
the top match in the
lovable.
world.
Huh?
So a Libra is meant for a Libra, but the number one match is a Sagittarius. My youngest son's mom is a Sagittarius.
Okay.
Fucking crazy.
I was told that Aquarius for me, and I've had two Aquarius in my life that are just.
But see her, the little chick. See, I ain't gonna lie, I do like a Libra. See, I know me. I'm a Libra. And as a Libra, yeah, niggas know I'm a goddamn freak. So like to find a Libra female, I already know what she's working with. I know what she's coming to the table. I know her thought process. I know her feelings. But then that's another thing is like as a man, when you are in touch with who you are and you are in your divine masculine, you pay attention to women. You can read women. You can see everything. And that's where things come across a lot differently that a lot of people don't really understand. It's because you can read between the lines. And
Like, you cut through the bullshit.
I cut through all the bullshit. Like, let's say I'm out on a date. If I know we're feeling each other at the end of the day because of who I am, and again, I really don't be giving a fuck. All right, you just trying to fuck or you trying to do something? Because I'm going to fuck you.
Facts.
I'm
That's
going to
fucking
fuck
facts.
you.
Nowadays, you have to. You have to.
But if you're not looking for nothing serious, like now I'm gonna take my time to really see, like, you know, what you're really about. So I'm not one to waste my time or other people's time. And sometimes, yeah, I might dickmatize you just for the sake of dickmatizing you.
Oh my God. I feel bad for the women who have to be digmatized right now.
I
Poor
know.
things.
It's a wonderful
Oh, of course
thing.
not.
It's a
Of course,
wonderful
it's
thing.
you.
They get to enjoy. They enjoy something that they usually don't get.
True.
You know,
I will say I've had my share. Let's see. I've had Capricorns, Aquarius, Leo. Actually, I can't stand this November Sagittarius. I cannot.
not a
stand
November
them.
Sagittarius. Oh my God.
I still talk to one of them. It's a love-hate.
It's a
Mostly
love-hate relationship.
hate
Oh my God.
relationship.
Fucking Sagittarius, November Sag.
Yes. That is such a fucking fact. Like, and then they'll message me and be like, I don't know how you put up with me. No one's willing to. And it's just like, because, you carrying well. That's why. Like, that's why I'm still talking to you. Carry it well. But, they're not my cup of tea. Cancers are definitely so emotional. So emotional. But they're fun. But then they're so indecisive to me, in my opinion, for the ones that I've encountered. But I can't say that I've like encountered with a lot with the 12 zodiacs. But I've been meeting a lot of December Saggies lately, which were fun. But then I look at them and I'm like, I hate myself because they act like just like me, and I'm like, yeah, no, move on somewhere else. I'll still keep you in my roster, but let's move on somewhere
She
else.
said, keep you in my roster.
At one point, like my best friend.
Okay, so hold on, because I got a question.
Yes.
Okay. What kind of dudes are you dealing with? Because
I'm like, should I go on my list?
no, because here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
Conversation is cool.
It's not cool. It's key. You got to think about it. Conversation is key.
Conversation rules the nation.
Pretty
right?
much.
But men don't go out with women we don't want to fuck. So how long are these motherfuckers just conversating?
That's a
Because I can tell you, I made it very, for the majority of my relationships, I fucked on the first night.
Okay.
If by the third time we go out, I don't know how you feel, taste, or smell, I'm not gonna lie. At this point, you got to kick rocks because I know for sure.
I love that you say that because I say that all the time.
Yeah.
You better go kick rocks.
Yeah, because if now I know that for you is more of a game, and you're winning the game and you're benefiting the most. Because at the end of the day, everything is a give and take.
Yep.
I'm filling your cup, but you ain't doing shit to my motherfucking cup. Because as a man, we live and die by sexual interactions with the opposite sex. And there's no such thing as male and female friends. No,
are you
there
sure
isn't.
about that?
If they want to fuck you, they're not your friend.
I mean, yeah.
If they want to fuck you, they are not your friend.
But don't you ever have fantasies of your friends, though?
If
look,
I have
here's
a
the thing.
fantasy of my friend, we're no longer platonic, which means I want to fuck my friend, so we're no longer friends.
So then that's okay. So then that's probably for you. Compared
that's
to us
all.
women is different. Like,
But see, that's the thing. That's what benefits y'all as women. Y'all can friend zone the fuck out of a nigga, and because he believes, because y'all are great
give
flirts.
you guys hope.
No, see, and that's the thing. I don't live off of motherfucking hope. I will snatch your ass up. We gonna find out what you're really about. And if you're like, no, okay, then okay, I know. Because guess what? The attention that you were getting is no, gone too. Fuck that shit. Because y'all could live off of motherfucking attention.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
My cup is filled every day.
Go get all riled up and then go home and take it out on your nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Andrew, Deshaun, Aquarius, Anthony.
I'm like, Vinquay.
Yeah, fuck that. No, motherfucker, I'm finna take all this out on your ass. You about to find out what this is really about.
It's like you're gonna be walking in a wheelchair.
I'm not gonna have you walking in a wheelchair. I need you to go home and be okay. I don't want this nigga now pissed the fuck off. You done fucked up my woman. This is my motherfucking wife. You done dominated the fuck out of her. No, go home.
I left her walking and she came
I
back
left
wheeling.
I left her in a way in which you can still touch.
Hell yeah.
I'm practicing polyamory, but I'm not taking any dick until you met me.
Yeah, I mean, there's been some close calls, but then I had to really think about it. I was like, do I want to do it? And then you have to think about, like, walk of shame. Are they the type of, like, person that's gonna shower in their place? Because, there'd be some stories that I hear where it's like, yeah, we fucked, And then I left. And then, doing my thing. I was like, girl, you just had sex. Like, you don't feel dirty. Like, you down there. Like, I if I were to be in that predicament where it's like, yeah, we're going to have sex and stuff like that, I'm going to shower. I'm going to get myself clean and then go home. Because I'm not going to be going home with someone else's DNA and then just go to, the house. And next thing you know, it's like, oh, he wants it.
I got 2 showers.
Yeah. I think I shower probably maybe like 3 times a day. Who fucking knows?
You can take 2 showers.
Morning and night. The third one's just in case. Just a refresher.
No, that's hilarious. All right. That's hilarious.
What can you expect? World needs to have so much laughter.
My grandmother said, keep her smiling, keep her coming, she'll never leave.
See, there you go.
See, I didn't know what she meant other to keep her coming until
she
I became
knew what
an
she
adult.
was doing.
Yeah, she did. She said it. She set me up to win.
All these analogies that our nanas have been telling us is just like, oh, that's what you meant. Okay, grandma, I see you with that moo-moo. No wonder you be popping 20 kids. Like, shit. They ain't got no TV, but if she had that moo-moo on, you already know it's on.
The moo was easy access for grandpa.
Always.
Yeah.
I technically, I'm occasionally, I'll wear a moo here and there, but I am mostly kid.
That's the.
I don't waste clothes.
I've been saying this for the longest. If you are my woman, the best way to sleep is to give easy access. I am. See, this is the thing. I could go to bed and not be in the mood at all, and then be laying there, and all of a sudden, I'm in the mood. So when I reach over, I should be able to reach over and just snatch your ass up and have my way with you, whatever I want. If I got to take clothes off of you and do all this other bullshit, I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to go to sleep.
Right. Hey, I feel you. I feel you on that one.
If she's naked, it's even easier. Wearing one of my t-shirts, best prospect for you.
Easy access.
Wearing women that go to sleep with shorts, underwears, leggings, joggers, all that extra shit is almost a turnoff. And no, it's not almost a turn. It is a turnoff. It reminds me of grandma. It's too much clothes. It's too much. Because I'm not going to sleep like that.
Now, do you consider yourself as a nudist? Is that what you feel like you're going to be in the future?
No, I don't think. Me personally, I don't think I would ever just be like the nudist type. Because if I went to a nudist colony, I'm a man, and even the most unattractive body, but you still see titties and pussy. So my dick gonna be rocked up, and I don't know how to just make it go. Like, I would have to think of the worst things in the world to make it go down. So they gonna be like, that's hard Dick Bailey. What's he doing standing over there looking at the ocean? Dick hard as a motherfucker. Cause
right?
You see the girl next to
you
him.
Facing a tree, trying like matching.
Doing
woods.
everything I can to. Oh, Shamu dolphins. I love my mother. I love my mother. I love my mother. I love my mother.
Oh my god!
Everything to try to make the shit not happen. That's like in high school and college, going to volleyball games. Them shorts, oh my god, them asses was so fat.
I'm telling you, it is still a contradictory right now where it's like all these sports people having to show off, especially like gymnastics. Like, why do you gotta have? You might as well just run naked. Why even have the clothes? You just might as well run naked.
Because when they go off that dismount to land, I'm the type of nigga to go lay right up under them.
And be in the finish line.
Hey, and right. It's a perfect fit. Yeah, they gave you 7s, but I give you a 10. So.
Just the drip. Rip it all off me. I'll give you that 10.
So it will be. And today on Bailey's Gymnastics,
she has that dismount. She's jumping on that beam. She twisting.
Her mount was great, but her dismount was amazing.
Her landing was on top.
I would definitely have some midget games.
Oh my god!
I just want to see if it fits. That's it. I don't care about nothing else.
You know that there's actually like in Okay,
We're about to have some
Asians are
midget.
freaky people.
We're about
mind
to
you.
have some midget strippers out here. My boy already sent me the thing of buying tickets to go to the shit. I ain't gonna lie.
No,
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
it ain't gonna be Magic Mike. It's gonna be
I
Mini
made
Mike.
it very clear. If you know any attractive big booty midgets, send them to me. I'm trying to feel her up.
I mean, technically, aren't they big booty anyways?
Not all of them.
Oh,
Some of them be funny shaped as a motherfucker. But I just need
Their
to, like,
heads, I'm
some
sorry,
of them,
it's
they
their
be
head.
so fucking cute. I got a couple of them on my TikTok. I would put babies in them.
interesting.
Hands down. You can have a little niggas baby.
Hello, mid babies.
You want to have a little
Have Hershey kisses.
nigga baby.
Little walking kisses everywhere.
I don't give two shits. Let's go. I'm about to fuck you up.
Okay, I get you. See, I can't. I had to have someone tall. Okay, so like the reason why
How
that
tall
I
are
like,
you?
I'm 5'6", 5'5" 3/4", but 5'6". So
5'5", ladies and gentlemen.
no, but hear me out though. The reason why that I like tall men is because there was one time before marriage and whatever, plenty of fish was a thing.
Damn fish.
So there was one date that I got into, and like he was the type that was like name dropping, like, "Oh, my uncle is gonna be in this movie, blah blah, this and that, and whatever." I was like, "Okay, cool." So I said, "Homie, hey girl, come with me. We're gonna go see this guy and whatever." By the time that he opened the door, mijo, in my head I was like, "Why the fuck did I do this to myself?" The dude was short. When I hugged over. Like if he was my child. I can't do that shit.
And you
I don't
said
want
you took a friend with you too?
And I took a friend with me too.
See, I say this again. I've never had a female bring her friend with her because I guarantee you this. You bring
Well,
your
he
fucking
had a homie too, so you gotta have one for
he
one.
better. Okay, just check it. Because if you show up
Yeah.
to my shit with a girlfriend, I'm letting you both. Yeah, I'm paying for dinner and everything, but I'm fucking both of you.
Yeah, no. Like,
Okay,
he
so
took
it
me
was
to-
like double dates. It was a setup.
kind of, yeah, because I was like, I didn't want to be alone, because you
I
never
don't wanna
know.
be by
Like
myself. I
nowadays,
don't
you
know
can't
who
you
you are.
can't trust anybody.
That's not true. Dating hasn't changed. Here's
No,
See,
dating
no,
has
stop,
changed. It got
stop.
worse.
No,
It got worse.
Dating has gotten worse because of the internet. The internet
That too.
allows people to think they have more options, specifically females, than what they truly have. Because you got niggas from all over the world, if they see a certain female, baby, beautiful, baby, good morning, beautiful, baby, good morning, good rising, morning, rising, the sun
Oh, the
shining,
grand
you're
rising
everything, da, 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 da. It's nonstop. But then you could take a nigga, even the most attractive nigga, open up his DMs, and ain't shit there. Shit there, but memes from his niggas sending him stupid shit that they find funny and crazy, or bad chicks also steal from the gram or whatever platform they're on. And then that one female that you don't fucking find attractive who happens to comment on all your shit, like all your shit, and occasionally go, just checking on you, just saying hi.
Hi.
Not fucking interested in you. That's why you're always on red. It says hi like 7 times. Just checking on you. Every third message.
That's psycho shit.
But again, at the end of the day, like, motherfuckers really think they have options. And the thing about it is, I say this all the time, leave your man for any of them niggas in your inbox. They just gon' fuck you.
That's why I'm glad I'm in the situation that I'm in, because at the end of the day, they're not my responsibility. Partners are there to pass my time. You want to spend money on me? Go for it. Spend money on me.
Yeah, see, you're not polyamorous. You're amorous.
I'm amorous. I'm
Yeah.
very amorable. I
Yeah.
mean, mostly all my tattoos on my body are all about love. So I mean, technically my
So
religion is
you
love.
are a hopeless romantic
yes.
who married a non-romantic. So you are enjoying, you're allowing others to romanticize you, basically fill the cup that he isn't, because he can fill everything else clearly.
Here's the thing. My husband sees how happy I am when when they are spending stuff like dinners and whatever. But what I really mostly care for is as long as it benefits my husband. So, for example, I'll have somebody who will just like, oh, you want to come see me? All right. we'll see each other, whatever. Next thing you know, oh, here's some weed for you. Bet. I go home. Babe, look what my best friend gave me. He gave us some weed.
See,
I was
my
like,
best
here
friend.
you go. I was like, here you go, baby. And he's like, hey, as long as he's benefiting us, that's all that matters. I'll be trying to like get him to open up more. Like with these memes that be going on, like, the phone call and be like, hey, who's this? And it's like, hey, I'm trying to find Keisha or whatever. It's like, this is her man. And I was like, well, who's this? Tell Keisha I ain't gonna be paying her bills no more, blah, blah, and this and that. It's like, hold on. Like, this is the cousin, my bad. I'm just fucking with you. And it's like, go, I'll tell Keisha right now. You know what I mean? Is that meme? That's the meme that I love so much. And I try to show him all the time. Be like, you see this? Or like the lady that's like on Netflix or something like that, where she has like a husband that she's been together for like 10 plus years, and then she has another husband, and then she's bringing in a boyfriend. So it's like, I try to show him things here and there for it, but like, it's, as my husband says, as long as you come home, baby, that's all that matters. You can go ahead out all night till 3 in the goddamn morning, but when I wake up and your ass is in my bed, we Gucci. Other than that, if I don't see you in my bed, we gonna have some problems. So
I'll send you home. I'll send you home.
Be like, all right, your time's done. Move along.
What time is it? 3 a.m.
Oh,
Okay.
you need to leave in 10 minutes. All right, let's make this 10 minutes go.
No.
Bye-bye.
We're going. You got one more round in you? Okay. You know where the shower's at. All right. What else do you cook?
Arroz, rice. I make a mean pork. I love, so what, pretty much I cook everything. The only reason why that I do the empanadas, because it's easy. I started off with like doing it in the cannabis industry area. So they're not infused, but of course, what's the best thing? When you're hungry, you smoking, you got the munchies. What am I going to eat? I'm going to eat
Pussy.
Omi's food. So that's kind of like how it started. And I just make everything. So I get everyday ingredients and infuse it to more of the Puerto Rican flavor. So then you're still getting your normal like Italian style food, but
all
then
right, so you're Puerto Rican, so I got a question for you, because
Yeah.
I definitely know my way around Puerto Rican women.
Okay.
Why in the fuck don't y'all eat vegetables?
Yes, I don't. Oh
Why
my
in the
God.
fuck don't y'all eat
I'm
vegetables?
gonna send this to my mama, mind you. You hear that, mama? We don't eat veggies. Okay, okay, so I'm anemic. I can't really eat leafy greens. Leafy greens makes it taste like dirt. I don't give a fuck how you wash it, clean it, season it, whatever. You could show me how you did it, but when I put that in my mouth, I taste dirt. So I just can't stand it. I hate the texture of onions, but I love the flavor. So like I'll eat onion rings, but I'll take the inside onions out and eat the outside.
So you're not eating onion rings, you're eating rings.
I'm eating the breaded rings. But I will say the only veggies that I'll eat would be my sofrito mixture. So it's red peppers, red and green bell peppers, onion, cilantro, and garlic. Blend it with some olive oil and water and make it into like a mince, texture. And that's your pre-based seasonings. So that's my veggie intake.
I love Latina women. But I gotta teach all you motherfuckers how to make fucking vegetables. I do not see. I'm still a little chubby right now.
Look, this is me without eating vegetables. Like, I still look good.
And my black ass loves fucking vegetables.
I mean,
and when I'm on my A game, where I'm in the gym 6 days a week, 2 hours a day, I don't want fucking beans and rice every motherfucking. I want some vegetables. The vegetables.
I mean, we do potatoes, corn,
That's not a vegetable. That's not a fucking
peas.
vegetable. That's not. No, I ain't never. You know when they put peas is in the fucking empanada.
You know what?
And sometimes raisins.
No. Okay. So those who do raisins are more like Dominican, Cuban.
Thank you.
Like,
I trust again.
yeah.
I know my way around Latino women.
I mean, I know that we use like olives, but
Yep,
it's
those
not.
two.
It's not a huge. Really use it as much. I mean, me as long as it's not greasy, watery, like it's all flavor. I cut the bullshit. Like I just want the meat. Like just give me the meat. I don't need
See,
the veggies. I
she's
mean,
a freak.
look at my
Just give
ass.
me
My
the
ass
meat.
was not made with veggies. It was made with meat. And you wonder why we Puerto Ricans have such great body types. Why? Because we don't eat veggies. We just eat our protein. Like, I'm sorry. It's a fact.
I
And we
can't
drink
lie.
well.
Ain't nothing wrong with a woman, a Puerto Rican with a mouthful of meat.
No, not at all. We enjoy it very well. It's part of our daily nutrition. It's like you have to have it once a day. If not, you know?
Okay, that's a question. So if you're not going home run, are you at least going to third base?
Depending how the vibe is.
Do you give them mouth to penis resuscitation, and can they give you mouth to vagina resuscitation? Just a yes or no question.
If we're being real,
Yeah.
I would say yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just thinking of all the times. Yeah. There'd be some moments. There'd be some close calls. There'll be some very close calls. Sometimes, and I'm not going to lie, it's more me because of how the vibe is. And then I just sometimes have to push myself back like, whoa, hold on. Not yet. Because like I said, I still respect my husband. I still respect our values as, you know, husband and wife and everything. But when we get to that step, best believe I know I'm gonna have so much fucking fun because I'm very adventurous. So I'm considered as a alpha submissive with seductive tendencies.
See, there's no such thing as a female that's an alpha.
Oh,
And
that's not true.
The only time you're going to be alpha is with another female.
It's not true.
Well, see, this goes back to, as a motherfucking man, as a masculine man, there's no fucking way you will always submit. And if you don't submit, I will show you the epitome of what submission is. And not because I have to do anything special. My presence alone is going to make you go,
Oh, let me tuck my tail in.
thank you. Like,
no conmigo,
She'll
papi. No conmigo.
Shut the fuck up and do what you're supposed to do.
Nah, I feel like when it comes to me, I am an alpha submissive because I can be where I can submit to you, but then there'll be moments where I want to kind of take control very lightly, though. I don't want to be in full control because I'm always in control of everything, and I don't want that. But
Most women don't want any control whatsoever in that aspect.
I mean, yeah.
And when she does, like, those are always men that you at the intern never end up actually like respecting long term. Which in your case you don't need to. It's temporary.
It's a unique thing, very unique thing.
So,
it's not for everybody.
that's why
either.
I love having these conversations, because this is one, I can break this shit down every fucking which way. And then two, I mean, I just pay too much attention. So when you have somebody that actually pays attention and knows what the fuck they're doing, and then can also put words to it and explain the situation to a T, it's a game changer. Because y'all aren't used to that shit.
No.
And
See,
then
that's why I say communication is very
to
important.
have a man that can understand your aspect and then make you understand his aspect is a game changer. So that's why I tell you motherfuckers to start paying more attention and be more of a man. Because being more of a man allows you to open doors that usually would never be open to, especially when it comes with your woman. A lot of you niggas is running around here hiding and cheating when you could literally just open the door and sit your woman down and have a real fucking conversation and say, this is what it's about to be. And then before you know it, you and your mistress are right there in the house having fun.
Yep.
Together, happily, with no worries. Y'all niggas don't be listening to me.
I feel like they're just being taught the wrong way.
They're not being taught the
They're
wrong.
not. They just
It's
see
not
it as
teaching. The problem is
exactly.
they are growing up in single parent households, majority single mom households. So the mom they're only getting a feminine energy. So they're growing up with a very feminized masculinity. So they're not being men. And they're husband sons because she will literally not deal with men. And the excuse is, I'm raising my kids. So she makes her son or sons her husbands, which is why she calls them king and prince and all this shit, and makes them dress like a grown ass man and put chains on him when he's motherfucking 3 years old, and caters to him in every fucking way. And then the moment, even when he becomes a teenager, he starts dating, like she hates every motherfucker that you fuck with. Because at the end of the day, mama's always right. Take care of mom.
Right.
Mama
knows what's best for you.
Yeah. And now you done fuck this nigga up because he's supposed to go out in the world and supposed to create a goddamn family and don't know how. And because he saw you through the struggle and go through all these different things by yourself, lo and behold, he do get somebody pregnant 9 times out of 10. He gonna be like, my mama did it, so she can do it too. So you just created a generational curse.
That's what I was just gonna say. You created a circle where it's like a rotation where it's never ending. Everything's gonna always keep going unless you jump yourself out of that circle.
Let's see. Oh shit, I'm missing. How are my chats not showing up over here? Hey, Daily77 said, add me on Discord to join your live stream whenever you are streaming. My Discord username is Delight5. So if anybody want to go over there, I have a conversation with your landlord, and we have come to an agreement that I am to live in your septic tank for the next 6 months. You must be fed daily with generous donations from your butthole. What the fuck?
What was that? Okay.
I snatched my woman's ass straight out the freezer. All right. This is Kick. See,
Like,
they get live on Kick.
Sounds dangerous.
I know, like who the
out of the
fuck?
freezer? Like
The hell your woman doing in the freezer?
homicide.
Send her over here to this nigga. I'll get her real hot. She'll thaw out in a minute.
Coming out steaming.
Steaming, beaming. All right. Look directly behind you.
Am I looking at Yoda?
No, look at the box. Grab that box.
I've always wanted to play this,
So we're not technically playing this.
but I just pick a card.
No. Give me the box.
I'm opening it like, there you go. It's all yours.
Just like I'm ready to play.
Hey, I already drank my drink, so I'm ready.
Okay.
Add me a little, if you guys want to know, in this nice, lovely cup. It is Blackberry Crown Royal, which is one of my absolute new favorites, mixed with lemonade. And let me tell you,
Wow, that's funny as fuck. Guess what I drink?
Crown Royal.
Crown apple and lemonade.
Crown apple, I've never had it with lemonade. I've had it with ginger ale. I've had it with apple juice. And then I really like Crown Royal Black with the Dr. Pepper or regular Crown Royal, because then I call it a Crown Float. Because it
Crown
tastes
apple
just
and
like
lemonade will be, hands down become your new favorite.
Okay. Shit.
And
At Sam's Club, I got that Crown Royal Blackberry for $20. So that's when I was like, I'm gonna go for a deal.
It's so smooth, and you don't realize that you're drinking anymore.
Yeah, it's scary how that happens. I'm more of a Bacardi person, because of us always have to be faithful for our alcohol, or Don Q. But yeah, I mean, Maker's Mark has been one of my absolute favorites. The Crown Royal family has always been one of my favorites as well. I'm not a huge fan of tequila. Like,
I'm not a fan of drinking. Nah, I'm not gonna lie though. I can fuck up some tequila all day long.
tequila, it depends. There's this one called Espanola, I think it is, and it's like, it looks like a jug, like a glass jug that has like skeletons on it. Yeah,
I be at my
2 shots and I'm done.
My car dealership, and me and my brother, honestly, Johnny Walker,
Ooh.
Blue Label. Yeah, we drink expensive shit.
Okay,
Or Bucana, 25 years age minimum. And then I've had, so they got a Crown Apple, a Crown Apple, 25 years age. This bitch like $700 a bottle.
Holy shit.
Oh my God, I drink that straight. I will never add anything to that.
Shit, for
Ask
$700,
her.
why would you?
Okay. Courtney said, ask her why the bull ring. What's the significance of it?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got the septum on my birthday along with this tattoo. So that's the reason why medicinal cannabis saved my life. Honestly, it was just like I've always wanted to have the septum, but I just didn't have the balls to do it. So there's actually a lounge called the High Lounge in Tempe, 4th Ave and Mill, right next to the Taco Bell Cantina and the 420 Bakery. It's a smoke shop, high maintenance smoke shop. When you go in, it is a speakeasy kind of vibe where you can actually hear stuff. So they did an event where I don't remember what tattoo company was there, but they were doing it, and it happened to be on the week of my birthday. So I was like, fuck it. Honestly, I just did it because I just wanted to put it on. I looked cute. Everyone thought it looked cute. And then the funniest shit ever was when I got it done, people were like, oh, you got that done? I thought you had that already. So I was like, I went through all this pain. I could have just put a fake one. But, honestly, after I had it on, I really loved it. My best friend gave me this one. This actually like glows in the UV light, but I really want to get the one where it's like has the diamonds on the ends because I like to be shiny. Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
They're a man's best friend too.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe some emeralds, rubies, colorfuls. Diamonds I haven't really seen. Oh, okay.
They're definitely my best friend. Okay. So, are you ready?
I'm breathing. All right. Just stuff.
So I'm just
I'm
gonna
scared, y'all.
tell me when to stop.
Espera.
You have to answer this question too.
Okay. I'm ready for my drink if I have to, but I'll answer.
Have you ever sent nudes? How do you compose, frame, and light these images?
Okay. Yes, I have many times. And how do I compose them?
Yep.
Okay, so I have two options. Usually, sometimes I like to use the Snapchat filter, but I like the filter where it's not like where it changes your features. It just smooth skin. That's it. Like acting like makeup. I actually record and I try to do slow motions. I love dancing, so I use my dancing techniques to kind of like move around because of course, kind of like burlesque vibe. And then when I'm done recording, I will obviously save it and then make a movie out of it and start changing certain lights, like, oh, make it a little brighter, or like, oh, I need to saturate the color more. I try to
She a whole motherfucking photographer.
oh
director,
yeah, yeah. I even took a photography class in college.
executive
so it's like,
producer.
I mean, I do a lot of solo stuff. I don't, like I said, I don't branch out and do, like, I can't say like porn or whatever, but like I don't do it with anybody else.
You are on the casting couch.
Oh, hold on. Let me do.
Wait, hold on.
I'm like, hold on. Let me just be all nice. There you go. Love everything.
Now that you've made it to the casting couch.
Yes, we made it here, you guys, and it's lovely. All right, so let me do this. So yeah, so I just kind of like change, like make sure I pause the videos and screenshot so I can take some great still shots from that. And then when I get people who ask sometimes, it just depends. I'll be in the mood and I'll be like surprising them. I'm like, oh, here's a shot. Good morning. Make sure you don't open it in front of everybody. Like, things like that. I definitely send them to my husband, but He was just telling me this morning that I sent him one today, and like I told him don't open it in front of anybody. And of course he's in his office and he's watching it. Next thing you know, like his boss comes in or his other coworker comes in, and it's just like he couldn't really enjoy the movie because everybody started like to stop all the time, like in his office. So yeah, I mean, I love doing videos. I love being the star. I just find it fascinating. I've been told to do OnlyFans,
Hold on. So
but haven't been there yet.
meet me at OnlyFans at nocappreacts OnlyFans. And tonight you're going to see BBC taking over Puerto Rico. All right, let's go to the next
Pay per view.
Tell me when to stop.
Not at all. Let's keep going.
Tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop.
Espera.
How confident are you in your sexual orientation? Have you ever experienced outside of it or considered it? Do you think you ever would? You've already answered the question.
Technically, I'm all dick. Just saying. BBC. Little titty here and there.
You've played with a little.
Just a little bit. I mean, when a female tells you that you're a great kisser, that's a huge compliment because we're very judgmental when it comes to kissing. I've had one time where, oh my,
Let's not
just
tell.
thinking about it, like,
Come on.
I don't want to drown.
Tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop.
Stop. Yeah, some good experiences, bad experiences.
Have you ever cried after or during sex? Were they tears of joy, love, or utter disappointment?
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, yes, I have.
Now, short form. Joy, love, or disappointment?
I think it was a mixture of joy and love.
Okay.
It was because you're so happy in the state of mind that you're in, and like that fulfillment of like you're in ecstasy, like everything's just like you just feel like you're in a fucking movie. Like once you feel like you're in a movie, it's just like, yeah. It wasn't like, oh, I was sobbing or anything like that. It was more of like you could just feel like some tears coming out, but it was just like like yes.
All right, let's go to the next one. Let's go.
All right. Espera.
Do you have to go? Okay. Do you have a go-to sex move? Where did you learn it?
Okay, good one. Damn, I love writing. That
You
is
love
one.
writing.
I love writing. It's one of my favorite positions. Reason why is because one, I take control. Two, you have eye contact with your person, and three, they're not expecting you to be the one on top. They mostly are like, oh yeah, missionary. Like I'm the one who has to do all the work. No, it's like I push you down. I'm staring at you deeply. I like to do the hand on the neck, but mind you, I don't like to do where it's like all the way here. For the men, I like to like hold on the jaw right here, but still have some pressure on the bottom, because then you're at least like you're controlling him on like you're gonna watch me while I do this, but then you're like, all right, we're gonna suffocate you just a bit politely, but like the rhythm.
Lay your ass down and take this dick.
Yeah, so pretty much it's just like that. I love being on top because I'm in control. And there you go.
You gonna take this?
Yes, that's how I am. It's like,
Motherfucker, give me that dick.
Crazy.
especially when you hold that hand and you say that, like, yeah, you're mine.
All right, let's go. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
How confident are you in your oral sex skills? What feedback have you gotten?
Goat. One word, goat.
Prove it.
I mean, I have. I'm like, behind the scenes, I have videos, but yeah, I started practicing more. Like, I'm not the type of person who does. Okay, so I could be sloppy or I can just be clean. Let's just put it that way. I have a world range depending on what you're working with. I'm not the type of person like, you know how when people when they have oral sex, they're like going hard, crazy, and whatever. Like, no, I'm more sensual. But then I can go in between, like it's like a music, like a song. Anytime that like I would do that, it would be like a song. You know, you have your slow moment, and then you have like your fast, and then you have some that's like a melody kind of vibe. So yeah, I don't have a great gag reflex, but for some reason, I found a way where I'm able to do it where it's like it's manageable. Let's just put it that way. And I've had wonderful feedback. Let's just say I am a pleaser, a seductress. So that is my one thing that I always make sure that you are just like eyes roll back, clenching on sheets, toes curling. Like if I hear you moan, if I'm hearing you say damn, fuck, oh my God, I know I'm doing my job, because normally when you stay quiet, what are you really doing? Like you're just sucking a lollipop. You ain't doing nothing special.
Hey, it's a chocolate lollipop. I ain't gonna lie.
But yeah, but I could be sloppy. I could be where you hear the guh, but I'm just more like I'm a classy woman when it comes to that. Let's
All
just
right.
put it that way.
We'll make this the
last one.
last one.
All right. And espera.
If you had a hop sibling, would they be
Why
off
are you
limits?
laughing for?
Because it's hilarious.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do that one. That was
No,
weird
no,
as
no,
fuck.
no. Let's hear it. Let's at least hear
It
it.
says if you had a hot sibling, would they be off limits?
Hot sibling.
Hot sibling, like no, fuck no.
I mean, does it have to be by marriage? Because like I know there's like within marriage, like their family married to ours. Would that count?
No, that's not a
Okay,
technically.
so I was gonna say I have plenty of cousins like that.
And I'm trying to find a good one.
He wants to break me with questions again.
I either break you or break you in.
Hey, you
Yeah.
already popped my cherry over here in this podcast. I am so honored to be here. So,
I'm
like,
glad that
giving
you
you a
are
round of applause
here.
for yourself, like, it's an honor for you to even reach out. So, yes.
I wish someone was here. That would be a good one. So that's about a time. I wish. Mhm. Okay. Who was the last person besides your partner who seen your stuff?
This morning. Like, wait, would it be video or in person? There's a difference.
Let's go with the in person.
Ooh, okay. A few days ago.
Okay. And then this is the last question. This one actually was the top one.
Top one.
Oh, as I was putting the cards away, it was on top.
That's what I said.
And I was like, that would be, let's see how she answers this one.
Okay. How exciting. Okay, hold on.
Dom DeMarco.
I'm like,
If you and I were in a porn together, what would its clickbait title be? And would it live up to that promise?
oh my chocolate.
Oh my chocolate.
I'm telling you, oh my is my trademark. That is my brand. So it's gonna be like, oh my chocolate.
And would it live up to its brand?
Probably. I mean, come on, like, you know, we Puerto Ricans, we're fucking goddesses, you know? And Africans, blacks are from Africa, the motherland. So it's just like, it probably would amazing. Who knows? Like, who fucking knows?
They'll
All the
find out.
possibilities
They'll
that
find
could
out
happen,
when
right?
they watch our OnlyFans.
All right, you guys, just look for the tag. Oh my chocolate.
Yep, that's what it's gonna be. Oh my chocolate. Where can they find you at?
They can find me on my Instagram, ohmy_boricua, OHMY_BORICUA. Your favorite Boricua.
Okay. What'd you think of the show?
Honestly, I had fun. I was a bit nervous at first because normally, like, I'll like jump over my words. So far, normally I would forget what I'm like conversating in the middle of it sometimes. But nah, it was fun. It was cool. And plus, I was hanging out with Yoda over here, my home.
That is not Yoda.
Oh no, that's Grogu.
Grogu.
I'm sorry, Grogu.
Look, Grogu, she don't even know who you is.
That's
She
not
trying to
true,
she
because
rubbing on
I
your
was-
head and everything. She getting your little Yoda dick hard. And then she don't even know who you are. And then you don't even pay no attention to R2D2 sitting right there on the other side of him.
Machine. I already have plenty of machines at home.
And I bet you play with them on a regular.
Sometimes your fingers get tired, right? And that's why we have machines for. No, your spirit fingers are gonna be like,
I don't know, my fingers ain't never got tired.
I wouldn't doubt it. You men have working hands. That's why.
Big, thick fingers too.
Sausage fingers.
Yeah, these sausages, all right. What would you rate the podcast?
What scale?
You make the scale.
1 to 10. I would say
A good 8. What makes it a 10?
I didn't have friends here with me. Would have been fun.
I told you to
kinda-
bring a friend or
I
two.
know my friends are lame. Look, okay.
Scary ass motherfuckers be
You
scared as
guys-
shit.
I'm 33. So when you're in your 30s,
33.
I know when you're in your 30s, like no one really goes out like they used to. I mean, you say you don't go out to the club, don't you? You don't do your things anymore, don't you? Once you hit your 30s, you're like, fuck the bullshit. Why am I going to spend $500 on a bottle when I can spend $20 in Sam's Club and get me a bottle at home and fucking party myself? Like, I mean, that's what it is. But no, I would have brought my 2 best friends, Brandy and Davina. Davina, she just found out she was pregnant. So I'm going to be a godmommy. I'm very excited. And so that's why she wasn't able to be here because, she be sleeping. And my best friend, Brandy, she's far. She's like all the way in the 303, like heading to California. So it would be like, almost an hour drive here. So I wouldn't want to do that to her. But, I'm still fun.
I didn't say you
I had
wasn't
27
fun.
different personalities. We were all here today.
Oh, shit.
But it was fun. You made me laugh. We had some good jokes. We talked about, my life. I opened up a bit more. Not a lot of people. So let's just say what you've heard here is more exclusive.
So I got exclusive.
You got exclusives. I'm not a person who's like, oh, hi, I'm Omi, I'm Polly, or like, I do this. Like, no, I'm more of like, oh, she's cute. Like, hi. Oh, she's so sweet. Like, I never expected her to be a pothead, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm the Mother Teresa. Let's just put it that way. But with some devious sides. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being on time. And thank you for being early, actually.
Was I? Oh, when I saw the time, I was like, shit, I'm late. But I ain't gonna lie. On my way over here, I took a little detour to go see somebody. So, yeah. He's my favorite, actually. He's my Dominican. I love that he speaks Spanish to me. So that's kind of a turn on right there.
Oh, shit. I am currently recruiting right now. My youngest has first person syndrome. So I need to have another kid to show this motherfucker that he is not always the main character. He says, I'm not going to do it. So I am currently recruiting for a baby mama. Thank y'all for tuning in for another episode of No Cap Reacts, a Freaky Friday. This is actually the last Freaky Friday.
Ooh.
I think we did good with this one.
You
I
gotta
think we
save
did
the best
good
for
with this
last.
one. Yeah, we did and didn't even know it.
I know. I knew.
What would you like to leave the people with? What do you want them to know about you that they didn't know?
What you will not see on paper, you will see me in person is that you'll always see me with love, open arms. Don't ever feel afraid to be who you are. Come up to me. I don't bite yet. But, just being yourself and loving yourself and like fuck the hate in the world. The world don't need that. We just need to be together and just be one.
Stay tuned. We're coming with a brand new show. Every Friday night. It starts in 2 weeks. Well, because we got the Super Bowl coming up, which
Isn't it Sunday?
it is this Sunday.
Ooh, ooh. Who you going for?
I'm not really going for anybody. I think the
Me
Chiefs are
neither.
gonna win it.
I'm a Patriots person, so that's.
I'm a Giants fan.
We ain't gonna see the light of day anymore.
Yeah, we got a minute before we do anything our damn selves. So the name of the podcast is called Cut the Noise Podcast. It is coming very, 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 very soon.
Very.
As a matter of fact, let me probably go ahead and pull this up and do a little screen share for y'all. Boom. Go add the channel. Let's go ahead and make this happen. So it is Cut the Noise Podcast. As you see, we already got some shorts on there. Make sure you go and subscribe to the channel. I actually need to put it in the link of this video, so I'll make sure that this is in the link of the video. YouTube.com/Cut the Noise Podcast. That is what it's called. That is what it's going to be. We're going to have interviews. It's going to be me, Courtney, and Courtney. And it's going to be some lit content. Y'all have already seen us all together. We did a couple shows here, and we went viral more than once already. So that's why we went ahead and we're going to make this happen. Don't miss out. Join in. That's what's going to be on the new Friday nights. I might actually have you come back for that. I think you'll have fun on that one.
I have fun regardless. This was amazing.
So, outside of that, again, thank y'all for tuning in for another episode.